Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Kuzil Technologies. Today we're going to be working with water wheels. um, I'll do the normal, show you everything I've been doing before in between episodes because they did do quite a lot. I finally got the thing behind me sorted out, and you'll see that I'm running cables or wires on the outside rather than on the inside. But we're going to uh, take a look at the second building that I built, which is positioned just off screen here, and look at what's going to be happening in there. There's several new blocks I'm going to introduce to you from Immersive Engineering. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, the first thing that I would like to do is show you this. This is a wooden post, and let's grab the hammer out of here. And you can right click on this and turn it into kind of like a lamppost, which is pretty cool. And you can equip wires on top of this, and then you can, oops, didn't want to get rid of my hammer there. And then you can do it on the other side as well. I'm not going to do that. And then you just right click to get rid of it. That is not how that's supposed to look. There we go. And if you right click on the bottom of it, it will turn it upside down. And if you have, so you can have like power lines and stuff, right? And if you put that there, it should have a second one. Oops. There's supposed to be a second one that shows up, but I guess not. And if you have if you have one of the sides selected like this, you cannot do the side adjacent to it. You can only do the opposite side. But that's the wooden post, which is kind of cool. Okay, let's go inside and show you kind of what I've done here. I've moved the coke oven a little bit, and I found out that you don't have to have the fluid pumps sitting on top of coke ovens, because that was poking into the floor above me, and I didn't really like that. So what I did was I ran the power from the outside into a capacitor sitting right next to the pump, and I don't really ever have to go back there, so there's little chance of me being electrocuted. Then we go up the floor, there's nothing here, and then there's a second coke oven here, and the same thing, power line is coming in from the right, and the pump is sitting next to it so that it can all fit together. Behind these, in the back side, and then there's nothing on the fourth floor. On the back side, there's the extraction conveyor belt, so pulling it out and then sending it over to the silo. And then up there, if you see, I have it set up to where it's just going to drop out. Let's see, and drop down. There is no conveyor belts that go down, so basically you just have to use gravity, and it drops straight down onto that and then goes into the silo. So that works out okay. I did probably 5 different versions of setting up this building, so I like how it's set up now. I like running the cables on the outside. That makes the most sense to me. That's what I've done in the past. And then you'll notice that this has coal coke in it instead of steel. So I took off the lever for some reason. Let's put that back on. Now what the lever does is when you give a redstone signal, and I think I read this in the book yesterday, or when I set this up, when you give it a redstone signal on and off, it will emit one, and if you just leave it with on, it automatically dumps them out. So that's how you can get stuff from here. You can't right click on it, you can't left click on it to get items out. You just have to use redstone. But we're going to automate this so that it's on all the time and flowing into this building over here. Now this building is quite a lot bigger. I think this is where we're going to house a lot of our stuff. And there is this space here set aside for what we're going to work on today. Now that we have steel, Here, let's jump in here real quick and show you this thing. Okay, so I took all 27 of these blast bricks, and put a, like I said I would, and put a steel plate on top of it to make this reinforced blast brick. Also, just as a side note, we have had steel this whole time, right? If you remember, we have been making steel with mechanism, and yes, mechanism steel works. So you don't have to necessarily do this whole thing, but I kind of like it. I think it's kind of fun. What happened was I had the 27 reinforced blast bricks, actually 27 blast bricks, and I had not quite enough steel, and I had started converting them already. So I just made a couple more steel with mechanism and smashed those with a hammer, and it's the same thing. It works out. So for this one, it's a 3x3 of reinforced by 3 of reinforced blast brick with a hot brown top, and these things are extra. Don't need these. Why do I keep putting my hammer away? And yeah, in a weird way. Okay. So basically with this, once the hopper's on top, you just right click the middle and it turns it into this lovely thing. Now slag will come out the back here, and I'll show you how that works here in a minute. But these, here, let's just grab some iron and coal coke. There we go. And I don't know if I have any iron over here. I know I have a bunch of steel. Or, yeah, steel already made. So let's go grab some iron. And head back. So one thing of coal coke, one piece of coal coke can burn 1 iron, which if you think about what we do for making steel with mechanism, it's way more efficient to make steel with mechanism. But we don't really care about efficiency. Not at this time anyway. Alright, so these things are called preheaters. What they do is you supply power to them at the top there. Right there. You see that's an orange input. You supply power to them, and they will keep this hot so that this burns quicker, which is cool. And I think if you put a block of coal coke in here, it's a little bit faster too, but maybe not. I think it's just the preheaters. Okay, so let's go upstairs. We're going to be setting up some stuff in here for later mechanism or later immersive engineering. So like the workbench and a couple other things get stored in here. This is where we're going to do some of our crafting and things like that. I left it a vaulted ceiling mostly because I didn't know necessarily what we're going to put in here exactly. So we could have a 3rd floor. That's totally possible. We could just take the stairs up right here and have a 3rd floor. Probably something we'll do. But for now, we need to introduce you to a couple new bricks and blocks that I'm going to be using to store our water wheel, which is going to go right here. Now, you haven't seen a water wheel yet, so let's actually. I want these in here. These up here. Okay, I made a bunch of treated planks. And that's some treated, I don't know if we need fence. And then we're gonna need a lot of steel. So, one of the things that I wanted to show you is the scaffolding. And this is a really fun crafting recipe here. So, you take 3 sticks and 3 of these, and you get 6 scaffolding. Now what scaffolding does, it does what you think what it does, but it looks pretty cool, and you can climb up it, right? So when I come up here, it works just like ladder. So I can do this, and if you don't just jump off, you can kind of just go down. It holds shift, it slows you down, which is pretty nice. It's pretty cool looking, and I believe if you put scaffolding on top of, I don't know if it'll work. I think you have to craft it, and I think it has to be steel scaffolding for that. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to make the storage for our water wheel, the storage housing here, made out of these scaffolding blocks. And the water wheel itself is made out of, so here's the water wheel. It's made out of 1 steel ingot and 4 of these water wheel segments. So let's make a bunch of sticks, because we're going to need not just 4 of these, we'll need 12. Shoot. There's 1. That's not what I wanted to do. Shift, there we go. Please tell me these stack. Okay, so I need 12. And we're going to put 3 there, and we'll get 3 water wheels. Okay, now I don't believe I have everything over here to make a kinetic dynamo, so let's go make that real quick, because I want to hook this up. We'll grab some water. 3 buckets of it, to be exact, 1 for each water wheel. And this here will put out quite a lot of power. Enough for our blast furnace. Plenty, actually, for our blast furnace. And we should be able to power several other things together with it. So, at least that's my plan. So let's grab the kinetic dynamo here. And of course we're going to need to make a bunch more a bunch more of that. Okay. Just destroyed my hammer. I did that on purpose. And then let's grab some... Oh, I don't think I brought the... I think I left the wire cutters over there. Let's go grab that. We can just do all this over here now, right? Yeah. Maybe not. It's kind of one of those days. Okay, wire cutters. I'll just head back real quick. And we're gonna make, let's go back to what we're trying to make here, the dynamo. Page 1? Where's it at? There it is. Okay, so we need... Two, three, 4... I think I only needed to make 8, but we'll make 16. Actually, let's do... I actually want to make a lot of this, so... Am I out of sticks? Really? There. Okay, now we've got tons and tons of low voltage wire. That's good. Okay, now we have that. Let's head back. And I've got a spot where I want to put this. Let's grab the water while we're here. I don't know, I think this is looking pretty good. I could have built this over here in this corner, but I needed it to be bigger, so I didn't. Let's put that there, and there we go. Now we're going to attach our water wheels to that. Look how big these things are. Glorious. Yeah, that looks really good. Yeah, the textures on this mod pack are amazing. So let's make some more scaffolding, because we're going to have to guide where the water goes. And I didn't finish the wall here because I didn't know exactly if I could or not, and yes I can. So I will finish that for sure. But let's make some more of this. Okay, I think we're gonna need more than that, but that's good for now. Pick this up and bring this over. Actually think I need to go out one more. Yeah. I had this all set up and designed elsewhere. Actually, I just want to do that for support there. I mean, you don't need the support, but it looks cool, right? And then from here, I like to come up the back. And we have to come over a little bit. Yeah, we're not going to have nearly enough scaffolding, so let's make a bunch more. I know that I'm going to use a lot of this, so I'm okay making like tons and tons of it, because I think it looks cool. There we go. Ooh. Okay, that should be enough. Okay, now I want to come up above this one block, so let's actually, I want to be right in the blades. Yeah, that's exactly where I want to be. Cool. Okay, so this is going to come over to the house. Just like this. And I've thought about leaving this open a little bit, just so that way you can see into it from the building. Yeah, this is it. This is what I was talking about. So, now when we put the water in, the water's going to flow in a way where it'll spill out here. I don't think it will here, but we'll put that there just for looks. Okay. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. All right. Now, so this has to have a piece here. So I put one there just for looks, and then this has to come up one more here, which means the water will spill out on the sides here as well. So we don't want to do that. So we want the water to spill in and just drop straight down and roll under. So the idea is that the more flowing blocks you have around this thing in the same direction, the faster it'll spin and the more power it'll put out. So I think this is actually good enough right here. This is the proper build. So that is what our water wheel looks like. Let's jump up here and put the water in. And I think I need to move this forward one. Right there. Yeah. There we go. And it starts spinning. So it bums me out a little bit that the water in this world is this color. Because when you see that blue against this treated wood, it looks really good. But that's okay. We should be getting quite a lot of power now. So let's grab some of these connectors, some relays, a couple of capacitors, and all of our cable, whatever that's called, coils. Yeah. Now I gotta figure out how I want to put these down in here. These are set. Good. That'll be perfect. Eased. Okay, so that'll be inputs there, and we want to run power, actually the power is coming out from the bottom, from the first floor, isn't it? Yeah, right here. Oh, nope, it's going to be above that one block. Okay, cool. So that's going to be right here. Oh, it's already exposed. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to put that there. And then we'll put another cable, like a relay here. Okay, we'll connect that up. And then we'll connect that to each of these. And that should be power. Now, I might get electrocuted if I come up here. So I have to figure out a way to, when I'm up here, be really careful. So I think what I want to do above there is just put in some of that. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Now these preheaters should be spinning when we go back downstairs. Right? No. Oh, right, because I haven't... Oh. Maybe I can't put them there. And I don't think I have enough connectors. Can I put 2 of these in the same block space? No, I can't. Okay, so that's a dumb idea. That can't go there. Okay, so we're going to have to play around with another option here. Because I kind of want this like that, which means we're probably going to have a relay. We could put a battery here, and it will go out on this side. So if I put a connector here, and I put a nope, it has to be a that's not gonna work either. Okay, so if I had a relay here, I could connect this with that and this with that. Now we just need to bring the power down. So this would work here, right? Put a connector there and then the cables down. So that brings the power. Now we just need to have another connector. Do I have one more? Did it drop down here? Yes. Okay, so we can do this. I can turn this off on the top and turn this to in on that side. And then connect it like that. Perfect. That works. And the power is working. One of the things that I should note, if you are doing this and it's not giving you power, you have to put the kinetic dynamo down first and then connect the water wheels to it. If you put the connector, the dynamo down after you put the wheels on, it won't work for some reason. And I don't know why. Maybe that's not true anymore, but I was having issues making this work in a creative world. And I think it's because I had the water wheels down first, and then I've tried to put the kinetic dynamo on there. That is a known issue from previous versions, so maybe it's just how he has it programmed. Okay, so that is the water wheel. The water wheel is now powering our preheaters, which are not spinning. Do these need a lever? That would be goofy if they needed a lever. Let's take a look at the book. Uh-oh. What did I do with the book? I put it in the system by mistake. That's probably what happened. Engineer's manual. Did I seriously stick it in the Tinker's bookcase? I might have done that after I got done with the video yesterday. Because I was just going to work on building for a while. Yeah, sure enough. Okay, so let's take a look at the preheaters. Simple machines. I want the blast furnace. Oh, there was the crude blast furnace. Now in here I can get to the improved blast furnace. Because this talks about the preheaters over here. 32 flux to operate them. Okay. Maybe I just need to put some iron in there and see if that is what will kick it off. So what I'd like to do from this point is use conveyors to bring the coal coke over to the blast furnace, the improved blast furnace. Trying to think of how I would do that, because I think we could have them come straight up over here, right, and into this. I think that will feed. I'll have to go take a look inside, but I think that would work. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just have it come straight over, and then will it go into there if it's just dropped into it? That is a good question. Let's find out. Let's test it. Because we have some coal coke and we have some iron. So if I put... Let's put some of this away. No, let's not put that away. You saw me click on it and then thought better of it too, didn't you? Okay, so here's some coal coke. Okay, let's give this a try. Let's see if we can get this. If I drop both of these items from the top, what will happen? So if I just... It's not what I wanted to do. Ow! I'm sorry. Okay. No. Neither of those items. So I have to drop them in with a dropper. So that's the case. Let's go from the other direction. Right? So I'm going to be bringing in items over the top here, bringing them down. They have to come down one over and then be a dropping conveyor right there. So let's put the relay here. We'll put... Okay, those are still on. Connect you with those. And really we can have, you know, we can have this anywhere. So we'll do out, and we could do in right there. That works. Okay, that works just fine. Now let's grab some conveyors, see if we can get this to work better. Now, another thing that you're probably noticing is that I've got torches everywhere. One of the things that I want to make fairly soon is lanterns. Where'd they go? Powered lanterns are pretty good. Lanterns are alright. These are natural light, so they just take glass, iron plates, and glowstone. These powered lanterns are pretty cool. That'll be something that I get into in the next episode, but I want to take a look at see if it shows in here control panels. Oh man, this industrial engineering, immersive engineering does redstone really cool. I hope we can get into that. No, immersive tech. No. Nope, I'm just not seeing it. It's probably like a sub, like a lighting or something. Lightning rod? No. It's okay. Uh, this I think right here repels mobs, so mobs can't spawn in a powered lantern area. So what I'd like to do is get a powered lantern and have it on wooden posts around here, and I would light everything up with a powered lantern outside of buildings, and then I would use the regular lantern inside of buildings, and I think that'd look pretty cool. So that's my goal. If you're seeing all the torches and wondering what the heck, there's got to be a better option. There is, for sure. I don't know if that'll be enough. Conveyor belts. Hopefully that will be. Okay, now I think I can put you there, and I need to hammer you like that. Good. Same thing there, and same thing there. That is cool. Perfect. Okay, so then you're gonna go right there. I might just have enough. Cool. Okay, I'm going to take this out and run this over here. How do I want to do that? Okay, now let's give this a try. If I just toss that on there. Nope, I just picked it up. Toss that on there and then run in here. Watch it come down the conveyor. Oh, I've got one going backwards up there. Yeah, hold on there, fella. Nope. No. You're gonna get me electrocuted. No, I'm gonna die. Gotta be careful with these conveyor belts, man. They got a mission. Okay, that's what I want. No, but I wanted you up higher. So let's put you there, and then hammer that. Okay, that should work, right? So toss you on there, toss you on there, and it gets dropped in there. Cool. Okay, so then let's just put a bunch of these on the conveyor belt so that we can see them kind of going up. I had 8 total, so when I get done with this, 8 should be in the blast furnace, right? As they come down from outside and drop into the blast furnace. Hup. Okay, 8 in there, perfect. Okay. Now what we can do, and I've tested this, out the back here is where the slag comes from, and the slag is good for, here, let's just look at recipes for slag. Recipes for slag. There we go. A bucket of water, some dirt, and 2 pieces of slag makes clay, which is pretty good. We can make concrete out of it, which is pretty good. Asphalt concrete. I don't know where you get bitumen from. Well, we probably will use it to make concrete. Phytogrow, that's like a bone meal, which is very useful. Makes sawdust have something to have a use for. That's pretty good. I don't remember what a forb is. A florb is useful for something. So this does have a use to it. We can trade it with an engineer for emeralds, and then we can stick it in a crusher to get sand. So it is pretty useful. It comes out the back here, like I said, and what I'd like to do is if you put a conveyor belt right behind the output of the improved blast furnace, it will automatically eject items onto it. Same thing in the front, which is where the steel comes out of. It will automatically eject, which is what I want to do. So I want to have those come over and be put into some sort of storage unit over here somewhere. Well, yeah. What do you think of that? Well, guys, I actually did it. I have a video, did it all in one clip, and did it in less than 40 minutes. Awesome. No, I know you'll really like the hour-long ones, but this one is actually pretty concise. This one actually felt like a proper video for once. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll catch you in the next one. You guys take care. Bye-bye.